Sleep to dream tonight. Fill the empty spaces that shadows left behind.
What's going on, YouTube? I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm at Weeki Wachee, Florida, enjoying the beautiful Weeki Wachee River. Today is December 8th, 2016. It's been exactly 3 weeks since Nationals. And I kind of want to just make a video recapping Nationals and talking about several things leading up to Nationals, including my diet, macros, cardio, training, how all that went, traveling, and post-Nationals as far as my diet and cardio and all that stuff as well after the show. So peak week was really good. I ended up eating a lot more food than I did the previous peak week. I kept my macros pretty much the same for the most part every single day, which I typically don't do for a peak week, but I wanted to try something new, and I was kind of going by how I looked and how I felt day by day. For the most part, I kept my macros around 100 to 120 fat a day, and carbs were around 450 a day, and my protein was around 240 to 250 on average every single day leading up to the show. And my weight was kind of staying around the same at 175 pounds doing that, which is the leanest I've been this whole entire contest prep season. So I pretty much came into Nationals leaner than I did for my national qualifier, which was the goal. The goal is to come in at Nationals at my leanest I've ever been my entire life. And I did just that. That was my number one goal. No matter what I placed, that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring my best package and conditioning for Nationals, and I did that. So I was very pleased with that. Cardio was pretty much actually lowered as the show got really close. I ended up only doing like 1 or 2 Stairmaster sessions at a week out. And I did do a lot of posing practice that I didn't really track, but I would say on average I was doing like 30 minutes a day every single day leading up to the show, like even including like one day out. I did a lot of posing practice just to take photos too, pretty much me at my leanest. And training, I did pretty much something very similar that I have been doing for my shows, like around peak week. I lowered the volume a lot, but kept my intensity and weight as high as possible. And I was just going by how my body felt. If I didn't feel like something felt right, I would have backed off the weight, but everything felt really good. Squat strength was good, bench strength was good, deadlift strength was good, so I just lifted heavy, but I kept the volume way back. And that was mostly due to just being so depleted and low body fat. Even though I was eating like almost 3,600 calories a day on average, I was still starving, guys. I was still depleted, and I was tired. So like my glycogen levels, as soon as I did one heavy set, I felt like I was just ready to leave the gym, to be honest. So it was hard just doing a few heavy work sets per training day. So that covers pretty much peak week, guys. Nationals itself, the road trip, I live about 5 hours away, so it wasn't too big of a deal. Traffic went well, driving up to the show. Check-ins went smooth. Weighed in at 175 pounds on their scale after traveling all day, which is, I think their scale was reading a little bit light. A lot of guys said that they came in lighter than they thought they were going to, and I think that was just because it made it a little easier for guys to make weight, and that happens at a lot of meets and competitions. Usually the scale is 1 to 2 pounds lighter than their normal scale they use, so it makes making weight a lot easier for most of these guys coming in. So I weighed in at 175. Yeah, check-ins just went real smooth, I guess. That's all I gotta say. For 900 competitors almost, I was shocked at how smooth check-ins went, because it was 1 day only for check-ins. You couldn't check in on Friday or Saturday. You had to check in on Thursday from like noon to 8. So they did 900 something competitors pretty much between noon to 8, which is unbelievable. All right, so show day. Found out that at the meeting on Friday at 1, I think it was, that I was going to be competing around 4 to 5 for prejudging, and no one knew what time we were going to be competing up until then. We just knew that we were going to be competing on Friday, but we didn't know exactly what time. And that's when we found out our card numbers. I mean, our number just for the stage, our stage numbers, and how many people were per class. Now there's 3 classes for classic physique guys, A, B, and C. I was in class B, and there was 40 something plus competitors in my division class, which is more competitors than I probably had throughout all my bodybuilding shows combined. That's how big of a deal national was. 40 guys trying to win the pro card, and they were only giving out 2 pro cards per class. So do the math, guys. That's like 1 out of 20, 5% chance you're gonna get your pro card theoretically. So definitely a stiff competition, and pretty much the last chance for anyone to go pro was this show for the IFBB Classic Physique 2016. So pretty much every single person who didn't win their pro card prior, who was going to national, was competing at national level shows, was at this show trying to get their pro card. So with that being said, prejudging went by really quickly. Real quick. They had us on stage and off stage real quick. They only had us on there probably less than a minute doing comparisons. They didn't even move us around. They pretty much had us go up in groups of 10 and do our quarter turns. They didn't even have us do mandatory poses. They just had us do quarter turns, and they didn't even move us around at all. So I don't know how they were able to judge that fairly, in my honest opinion. I don't think it's possible, but that's the kind of a time crunch they were on with how many competitors they had, and they did as best as they could. So then I think after that, after they did had us do the quarter turns, they had us go out there and do 45 seconds of what was supposed to be the mandatory poses. So like front double bicep, abs and thighs, back double bicep, your favorite classic pose, and I think I'm missing one in there, side chest. So yeah, they had us do 5 poses. And some people didn't do that. Some people just did their posing routine. Some people just freestyled. Some people actually stuck to that, like myself. I stuck to doing the mandatory poses that they wanted us to do, and that was it. That was prejudging. They didn't have us like compare and rotate around. And then for finals, they had us come back out on stage and do 1 pose. That's it. By that time, they had already picked the top 5, which I was not in. And they had everyone else just do 1 pose and exit off the stage. So I did my vacuum pose, and that was it. So I was on stage for a total of probably like a minute and a half. Like honestly, that's it. Maybe a little longer, I'm not sure, but it definitely wasn't longer than a few minutes. I know that. I didn't feel like I was on stage battling it out for, trying to place higher and make a, work in a higher position and get moved around and, looked at other competitors. I was pretty much on stage, did a few poses, hit my vacuum pose, and I was off stage. And all in all, I got 3rd call-outs out of 6, I believe. And where I was positioned in that 3rd call-out was probably like 6th or 7th out of like 10 guys. So I'm not exactly sure what I placed, because after 16th place, everyone just has 16th. It says that on there. And there was like 40 plus guys. 10 of them didn't even show up to finals, so they got DQ'd. So if you go to NPC News Online, it just shows me at like 16th place with like 20 something other guys or something like that. So like I said, officially, I don't really have a placing, but in my own eyes, I'd say I'd beat half the guys, if not more, at that show by my call-outs of being in the 3rd call-outs out of 6. So I'm not disappointed with that, guys. Like I said, I came into the show knowing that I was going to be going up against the best guys in America that were amateurs trying to become pro, and my goal was just to come in at my best. And I did that. So I conquered my number 1 goal. Yeah, it would have been amazing to place in the top 5 and then even, maybe winning my pro card. But this is something that takes years to do, guys. No one just walks up on stage, wins their show, and then goes to their pro show, wins their pro show, and then goes to Olympia, wins Olympia. No one's doing that. You got to put in your dues. You got to find out things you need to work on. And you just gotta grind it out. That's bodybuilding, guys. It is a slow process of working your way up to the top. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen over a week, a month, a year, sometimes even a decade. It happens over just a very long time. So that's nationals, guys. So I'm trying to think about anything else to talk about. The show itself was great. The venue was awesome. Big theater. Just a really good show overall. It's unfortunate that they had so many competitors that they weren't able to judge us longer, but that is what it is. It's the first year Classic Physique has come out, so you know, everyone was trying to jump in on that and see how they were going to do. So I think next year there's going to be a lot more strict qualifications to go to nationals, because this year you didn't even have to place top 3 at a national qualifier to make it to nationals. All you had to do was show up at a national qualifier and compete. I didn't know that, actually, so that was a shocker to me. I thought you had to place top 3 like most divisions. You have to place top 3 to go to nationals. So hopefully they have a stricter qualification to make it to nationals next year. That way there's not as much competitors, and that way they can judge it more fairly, in my opinion. All right, so that pretty much covers nationals. Post nationals, I had a few cheat days. Obviously Thanksgiving was the next Thursday. I didn't track macros probably 3 out of those 7 days, and my body weight actually didn't go up much. I've only gained about 4 pounds since nationals, and most of that's probably food weight, honestly. Probably 2 pounds of that is food weight. So right now I'm sitting at like 179 pounds morning weight, and strength has gone up. I feel great. Way more fuller, way stronger feeling, and just enjoying the off season now. So that's the plans. Just keep on growing, work on what I think I need to improve on to bring a better look. Alright guys, my camera randomly just died, so I'm guessing I'll probably only have 1 to 2 minutes here because the battery is almost at 0. I want to give a quick shout out to my boy Raphael from RZ Fitness TV, who came out to support me. He tried filming, but unfortunately the VIP seating was like 100 feet deep, and he wasn't able to get VIP seating because they were full when he showed up. So he only got like 1 small clip of me hitting my vacuum pose. Not that there was a lot of footage anyways of me on stage. And I waited to do this video because I thought the NPC was going to post more footage of the prejudging and finals online, but they didn't. So that's why I waited. But I did get a clip of me backstage. That clip that Raphael posted, and a few photos up. So that's pretty much all the footage from nationals, guys. Once again, thanks for all the support. I'm looking forward to putting in a ton of work this off season to improve my physique and hopefully get that pro card next year. So as usual, thanks for watching. Stay aesthetic, bras, and I'll catch you on the next video. Beast out. Deuces. Boom. Thursday, day of check-ins, bras. Let's do this. Got spray tan in an hour, and a 5-hour drive to Miami on little sleep. See you guys there. Alright guys, time has come. The James L. Knight Center. 1 hour out. I'm ready, guys. I'm ready. Got about 400 carbs in me. Had a good night's sleep last night. Check-ins yesterday went great. Made weight, 175 pounds. Leanest I've ever been my entire life. Health-wise, I feel great. And prejudging starts at 4. It's 3 o'clock now. There's about 40 guys in my class. Definitely the biggest competition I've ever had in my entire life. There's probably more guys in this one class than there has been in all the shows I've done combined competing against. So that's how big of a deal nationals are. Top 2 get a pro card. So top 5 get to compete in the finals tomorrow and do their posing routine. This is what I was informed today. So hopefully I can make it to the top 5. That is my new goal. My original goal was to do top 3, but after seeing 40 competitors, honestly guys, top 5 I would be happy. Pro card status would be just a dream come true once again. So, you know, win or lose, like I said, I gave this show everything. I left no stone unturned. 14 years of lifting, tons and tons of weight moved, possibly 1 million reps done, hundreds of sacrifices made, all to prove that a natural bodybuilder can compete at a national level. Might not win, but I made it here. And that alone to me is a huge accomplishment. And it just shows that with hard work, anything is possible. Anything. I didn't think I could win my national qualifier. Top 3 was my goal. I clean sweeped it, won my class, won the overall, and won the best posing award. So that to me alone was worth all the year of dieting. So to make it here at nationals after 13 months of dieting, well worth it, guys, well worth it. So wish me the best of luck. Well, you guys probably seen it, so it's after the show, but I know you guys are wishing me luck. Thank you for all your support, and I'll see you guys on stage. May the aesthetics be with you, bras. As always, beast out. Deuces. All right, guys, we're less than 1 hour out. I want to show you a little bit of treats I've been carving up on, and just show you what's in my gym bag for the backstage area that I typically have on me for my shows. So, got some NPC sandals here. Gotta thank the NPC for that. Competitor's guest pass, get backstage. Gym bag is full of goodies. Rice cakes. We had a bag and a half today. Protein bars, tanning oils products, Oreos, Hershey's, no chocolate, and some Chex Mix, roughly probably another 500 carbs in that bag just in case. Towel to make sure I don't get anything dirty. And yeah, it's almost go time, guys.
The food calm before the storm. Alright guys, we just sat down, ran into Cedric and said what's up. Dev's about to take the stage, I don't know, in like an hour or two, but it's pretty crazy in here. It's packed as fuck. Every gym bro is definitely here from like all of South Florida.
430, Jermaine Miles. 432, Devin Colombo. 433, Caleb Peterson.
The amount of people competing in classic physique in each class,
447, Michael Bayston.
outrageous. Outback Steakhouse, proper. Right across the gym too, literally. Let's do this. Get the epic porn. Rolls of bread, individual.
Macros?
Not even once.
Not even once.
How's the bicep? Whoa. Shit. About to be properly consumed. Brownie action. I think I had a brownie after your last show. Actually, I know I did.
Guesstimated calories.
Ritual.
3K.
1XXX. Oh, dude.